starts right now.
Right now, this morning, a look at some important road closures, how it can impact your weekend travels. Also right now on GMSA at 8, the San Antonio mayoral race is heating up with controversy. Ahead, video of Gina Ortiz-Jones using her cell phone during a debate where phones were prohibited.
In taking a look outside, it's a little muggy this morning, still tracking some low cloud coverage, but coming up, I'll have your full forecast on the heat and even the chance of some rain showers later this evening.
Hey there, good morning. It is 8 a.m. on Saturday, May the 17th. Get ready for another hot weekend.
Yes, for sure. We're not expecting triple digits like we saw the last few days, but we are supposed to get up into the 90s, not only today, but for the next few days as well. But I wanted to take a look at the last few days and so far the temperatures in May so far. Now, temperatures right now are continuing to be on the warmer side in the hundreds and triple digit heat and even some 90s for most of us throughout the last few days. Take a look at the May totals, and each day you see the red color. That's where we've had that record-breaking heat above our average temperatures in those 80s. And throughout the next few hours, we will continue to have our temperatures increase into those 90s, expecting about 98 degrees later this afternoon in areas of San Antonio. And that cloud coverage will continue slightly throughout the rest of your afternoon. And we're also tracking some isolated rain showers later this afternoon, mostly going to be in areas of the hill country and even in areas near the border, but still has the potential to maybe a light downpour or a light rain shower in areas of San Antonio late tonight into early tomorrow morning. But once again, tomorrow is going to be another warm day for most of us, having our temperatures into the 90s, starting to see an increase of winds as well. And coming up, we'll talk about what you need to know and how long this heat will stick around. Plus, take a look at the hour-by-hour forecast for the rains coming up in just a bit, Patty.
I thought phones were off limits.
You can go on Google and look up the survey.
But you're using your phone right now.
Yeah, okay.
Que lo retire, su gente.
Por favor, esas fueron parte de las reglas, ¿no?
Puede venir.
I can read the
rules.
Do you want me to? No. Yeah, I can read the survey
allowed.
question. It was the survey question.
You're not supposed to use your phone.
Okay, so he wants to distract. You should go Google the survey that he doesn't want you to pay attention to right now.
Gina Ortiz puede
Will you please
retirar. Can you call?
Sure. There you go.
Okay.
let's continue.
Okay, so Rolando Publicis' campaign says it's a debate debacle. Publicis' opponent, Gina Ortiz-Jones, caught holding her cell phone while trying to answer questions from moderators. This happened Thursday morning during a taped forum at Univision San Antonio's studio. Dylan Collier takes a closer look at this controversy.
Thursday morning, the two remaining candidates for San Antonio mayor met at Univision's Northwest Side Broadcasting Complex to take part in a taped debate scheduled to run late next week. Footage provided to KSAT by Rolando Publicis' camp shows Gina Ortiz-Jones' campaign manager, Jordan Abelson, scrolling on her phone while her candidate references a San Antonio Express News questionnaire. The video then pans back to Abelson and shows her texting, even though Univision had gotten both sides to agree ahead of time that no phones may be used by candidates during the forum. Pablos called out his opponent for the rules infraction.
At that point, the cameraman had to take the phone from Gina. Gina explained that she was just looking something up on her phone, then dropped her phone on the podium.
But after the debate ended, Pablos' campaign manager Justin Hollis says the dust-up continued. Footage he shared with KSAT shows Univision's vice president of news questioning Abelson, who eventually hands Ortiz-Jones her phone back.
The producers asked them to produce their devices to see what they were texting. They declined that at first and just said they would send screenshots later.
Sources tell KSAT Ortiz-Jones, Abelson, and Univision management eventually moved to a conference room. Texts on both devices had matching screenshots from the newspaper's questionnaire. KSAT requested an interview with Abelson today. She told us on the phone she did not send those messages in real time and provided KSAT a timestamped text thread showing the screenshots were sent by her to Ortiz-Jones Wednesday morning, nearly a full day before the debate took place.
We caught this time, but we don't know what else she's been doing. They dodged the press they break the rules, they're not transparent. Do we really want a mayor who won't even answer a question on election night and who has to use her phone to get an advantage over her opponent?
Rolando Publicis released the following statement on this incident. Quote, Gina always asks voters to judge candidates not on by what they say, by what their actions are. I agree, and I urge voters to judge her by her recent actions because we cannot have a leader who is a cheater, end quote. Gina Ortiz's Jones campaign manager Jordan Alberson also told KSAT in part that, quote, this is a clear attempt by the Pablo's campaign to divert attention away from his poor performance at the debate, end quote. Univision management declined to comment on the incident, but did air the debate in its entirety and published it online due to the ongoing discourse about what took place. Ortiz Jones and Pablo's are scheduled to take part in another live debate. KSAT is televising and streaming it next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Hey there, good morning, Bandera. Your time right now is 8:06. A lot to look forward to do this weekend. We'll tell you where you can head out next. Plus, it may be time to start questioning that old saying, never go to bed angry. Yep, why health experts say we should start doing the opposite. And as you make your way around town this weekend, we have a major road closure to tell you about next after the break.
Plus, taking a look outside, it's still going to be a little humid, little muggy throughout the next few hours, but we are starting to see a little bit of a break in the cloud coverage, which will allow temperatures to soar into the 90s. I'll let you know what you need for the rain chances coming up in just a bit.
Time right now, 8:09. Of course, there is always never-ending construction that continues all over San Antonio. This one that we're going to tell you about is at Loop 1604 and I-10, and the closure is in both directions of 1604 connecting to I-10. Now, this is set to reopen at 5 Monday morning, so it is happening all weekend long. TxDOT says the interchange project is about 62% complete. We're almost there, guys. And the next flyover ramp is expected to open by early summer. If you're looking for a new furry friend in your life, well, you're in luck. Happening right now. San Antonio Pets Alive is hosting Paws in the park to help clear the shelter. And our friend Devin Karp is out there this morning. Hey, Devin, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Patty. It is a great time out here so far. I don't know if you can hear all the barking and the music like I can, but I just want to show you guys a little bit of what's starting to go on out here. So this is being hosted by San Antonio Pets Alive, and they are going to be here where you can bring out some of your dogs and help clear out some of the shelters with adoptions on site. Now, as you can see, between all these different tables, there are so many different resources available for some four-legged friends. We've got spay and neuter help along the way, including some help with veterinary care and more, including a lot of fun out here. So it's gonna be a pretty good time if you wanna bring maybe a dog out or something. Seems like there's gonna be a lot of friends here, and it's always a good time to adopt and not shop, especially when it comes to some of these pups out here. Now, we're gonna get in later in a little bit, talking with some of the organizers behind the events, maybe see if we can find somebody who's adopting a new friend here to make a part of their life. But I think it's gonna be a pretty good morning. I wanna show you guys where this is at right now, so we're gonna pull up a graphic here shortly. This is over here at Almost Basin Park. It kicked off at 7:30 this morning, and it's gonna be going on all the way until 11 a.m. It's free to attend if you wanna bring some of your own dog, learn about some of the resources in the community, and maybe help clear out some of the shelters. Should be a pretty good time. Now, I have to say, usually whenever I do these, like, pet stories or animal adoption stories, it's always a really big toss-up if I'm gonna go home with a dog myself. I really want to, so we'll see if that happens this time. For now, I'll send it back to y'all. Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
All right, good luck out there, Devin. Hey there, good morning, Castroville. Your time right now is 8:12, 79 degrees. If you are a homeowner looking to fix up your home but don't know where to start, well, you're in luck. We'll tell you about a free event happening today where you can shop around for quotes. Coming up, it's the weekend, and if you don't know what to do, we have some suggestions next. Time right now, 8:15. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, here is a snapshot of what's happening in San Antonio. The Tejano Conjunto Festival continues tonight and tomorrow at Rosedale Park with performances running through 11 p.m. And if you're in the mood to be spooked, well, the Psychic and Spirits Fest is happening today at Victoria's Black Swan Inn, with a special guest, the Annabelle doll herself. Online tickets are sold out, but 100 door tickets will be available today and tomorrow. Finally, if you'd like to relax with some wine and friends, the Wine Fest will be at the Tower of the Americas. That is from 2 to 5 p.m. today. Plus, today, the zoo is having another one of the Locals Day. Admission for Bexar County residents will be just $8. You're going to need to provide proof of Bexar County residency. Right now, through May 26th, the zoo is also having a special. If you become a San Antonio Zoo member, you can receive 2 exclusive gifts. The zoo will be open from 9 to 5, and if you won't be able to make it today, don't worry. There are more Locals Days planned later this year. Just head to Things to Do section on KSAT.com for a list of more local days and, of course, more weekend events. I know that when I used to take my kids to the zoo on the weekends, it would always be early, 9 a.m.
Yes.
As soon as the doors open, we're there so we can see the zoo and then leave before it gets too hot.
I know the wine festival sounds really fun today, but it's going to be very
hot.
toasty.
So wine and water too, maybe.
Yes, maybe double fist with wine and water today, because we are supposed to be on the warmer side, but we're still dealing with humidity and even some visibility issues this morning for areas across Bexar County and surrounding counties this morning. 7 miles of visibility in San Antonio, but we're starting to see a little bit of that cloud coverage really start to lift this morning, so there is some improvement, but 4 miles at Port SA, 5 miles for that visibility in Stinson, because we're still seeing that lower cloud coverage this morning, and you can still see it outside. But good news, it will continue to lift over the next few hours, but temperatures right now sitting in those 70s, 75 degrees in Bernie, 79 in San Antonio, New Braunfels, and in Del Rio. And this is before a little bit of a rainy day for some areas later this afternoon. We're tracking about a 30% chance of some isolated showers this evening. 20% overnight tonight, and even a little bit early tomorrow morning, about a 10% chance of some rain showers as we're seeing a system come through, and that does have the potential for some isolated to severe thunderstorms for areas close to the Mexico border and into the hill country. This does include areas of Junction, Rock Springs. Now that level 1 risk is just to the west of Bexar County, but it still is all a part of a bigger system that does include a level 3 risk of some severe storms getting into the Metroplex. So if you are driving out and about today, specifically this evening, and you're going up to Dallas and Fort Worth, maybe just be a little cautious. But otherwise, like I mentioned, the storms for most of us here in San Antonio starting around lunchtime. Just going to continue to have the battle with that cloud coverage. Before this evening, we're going to start to see around late afternoon, early evening. That's when we're going to start to see some thunderstorms really start to build in the hill country. And then these storms are going to start to split. We have the one just going to the northern areas of the Metroplex. And then we have the other one just going to the south near Eagle Pass and Del Rio. That's going to be the one we're watching. That has the potential to be some isolated to severe storms from Eagle Pass down to Cotulla, and even having an impact to get into areas of San Antonio by around 9 p.m. tonight. Now, once again, as it gets to areas of San Antonio, it's just going to be very isolated, maybe a light shower, if anything, for the metro. But areas just to the south near Divine, Somerset, Poteet, even areas near Lavernia and Floresville have the potential for maybe a quick light drizzle in some areas. But by tomorrow morning, definitely going to continue to see what we've been seeing, some cloud coverage in the morning, leaving for the afternoon to give us a little bit of a toasty afternoon tomorrow afternoon. But otherwise, still going to track some light rainfall. Once again, in San Antonio, if we see anything, at most, it's going to be about 1/10 of an inch. Other areas just to the west of us near Eagle Pass and Carrizo Springs, maybe 1/2 an inch or an inch at most, depending on the heavier downpours. But we'll keep you posted on where these exactly set up. If we need to jump on the weather app, we will do so later this evening. But some good news is that humidity, I know it's been really humid for some folks this week. It is going to decrease. We have to wait till Tuesday with an approaching cold front, but that humidity will start to decrease by the time we get to Wednesday as a cold front comes through, like I mentioned, allowing temperatures in the afternoon to decrease to the 80s, and then even that, temperatures in the mornings in the 60s. I I'm very excited for the temperatures in the 60s and that low humidity too.
Yeah, it'll be nice to do some things outdoors early on.
Yes, very much.
All right, thanks so much, Shelby. Hey there, good morning, Hondo. Your time right now is 8:20, 79 degrees out there. As summer approaches, you may be thinking of a new home project to work on. Next on GMSA, where you can find local professionals, services, and solutions all in one place.
Make wonderful barbecue over at Garcia Barbecue.
Yes, sir.
But here, this is a little something different.
Definitely, yeah. It's still barbecue, but it's a little twist right here.
It's a little twist.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the Dino-rito, which is a big beef rib inside of a burrito. You got mac and cheese loaded up all on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, very, very crazy. We even put our smoke guests on top of that. Yeah.
Let's go. Now,
Yes,
this
sir.
one that we're going to see right now is even crazier beyond that.
Yes.
Because this is called a double Dino-rito.
Correct, yes, sir.
So what's the first thing you do to make the double Dino-rito?
So first thing we're gonna do, obviously we're gonna have our beef rib and we're gonna go ahead and slice it down the middle.
Oh, super tender. Look at that. How long are you cooking them for?
These are cooking for about, let's say about 12 hours right now, so it's not too bad.
So now we have two different beef ribs. They're getting placed onto a tray. What's the next step?
So after this,
Okay, so if you're thinking about making some renovations to your home, we've got some help for you. The annual home repair fair is today, and it's a great opportunity to shop around for quotes in one central location. More than 50 vendors will be at this year's City of San Antonio Home Repair Fair. We're talking about roofers, plumbers, landscapers, general contractors, and more. This is the 16th year the city hosts this fair. There's going to be live do-it-yourself activities and repair workshops. You might discover that you can do the job yourself. If you plan on attending and already have a project in mind, you need to bring some measurements and pictures so you can show the vendor what they would be working on.
If somebody has a particular project in mind, then it might be helpful to bring photos along. So as they're talking to someone, they could show photos of what their issues are or what their concerns are and what they'd like to have help with. And so certainly that could help. The idea behind the Home Repair Fair is to connect people with the resources that they need to be good stewards for their older and historic homes.
The best part about it is completely free. The event starts at 10 a.m. at the Confluence Theater. Hey there, good morning, Von Ormy. Your time right now is 8:26, 79 degrees out there.
If you guys are looking to have some fun with pups like Woofles right here, it is Paws in the Park. We're going to have more for you coming up on GMSA about how you can help empty the shelters and find some four-legged friends like this here on GMSA.
Hey there, good morning, friends. It is 8:30 on this Saturday, May the 17th. And if you have been feeling like you're experiencing some allergies, you might.
Yes, so we've had some issues with some allergens, but we've actually had some agricultural fires from Mexico. All that extra plume of smoke has been making its way to San Antonio. So if you notice it's a little hazy outside the last few days, that is why. And that also affects our temperatures in the afternoon to get a little on the cooler side. Now, although we do have some cloud coverage this morning, we do still have a little bit of that smoke on the horizon. But like I mentioned, still a little foggy, a little hazy, and a little cloudy this morning as the cloud coverage is finally starting to lift in areas of San Antonio. But even then, you can see it on the visible satellite and radar as we're starting to get more daylight. We're starting to track some cloud coverage, a little bit of a clearing just to the south of us in between areas of Cotulla and Beeville. But on top of that, we do have some air quality issues to be aware about. If you are sensitive to some smoke specifically, you might want to be careful over the next few hours. We're tracking most of the air quality issues just to the south of San Antonio in areas of Pleasanton. And over the next few hours, that air quality and that smoke from Mexico will continue to make its way up into areas of San Antonio. A little bit of a quieter evening into tomorrow morning because people don't really burn any of their agricultural fires overnight, but then by tomorrow morning, we're back with more chances of some smoke to make its way not only to San Antonio, but even to stretch all the way up to Dallas tomorrow afternoon before finally some relief Monday afternoon. But as long as we continue to have the southerly flow and that high pressure system off the Gulf Coast, that's going to still potentially have the impact for some smoke. But coming up, I'll talk about when that high pressure finally leaves and when we can see some relief from the heat coming up in just a bit.
New this morning, a 22-year-old is dead after a crash on Highway 90 near Loop 1604 around 3 this morning. San Antonio police say the driver failed to negotiate a curve, drove into the grassy median, and crashed into a tree. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
I'll never get the chance to know what I wanted him to be, what I thought he was going to be. Oh no.
That right there is the mother of D'Irvion Whitley. She lost her son back in 2017 when the then 4-year-old boy was killed in a drive-by shooting. John Chapman was sentenced to 99 years in prison for his role in what happened. Chapman was found guilty of felon in possession of a firearm in connection to that 2017 shooting. He had been arrested in 2020 alongside 3 other suspects, but was the last of 4 men charged in that deadly case. The San Antonio Police Department needs your help solving a murder case. They're hoping the video that you're seeing right there on your screen will lead to suspects. SAPD posted this video on their Facebook page. They think the people on your screen are connected to a 2019 murder case. Rosangel Matul Montella was killed on March 31st, 2019. She was found dead in her northwest side apartment on Oak Lawn Drive near Fredericksburg Road. The 34-year-old was found with trauma injuries. If you have any information about these people, again, right there on your screen, you are asked to call SAPD's homicide unit. That number is 210-207-7635. San Antonio or Greg Popovich International Airport. A San Antonio councilman has proposed changing the airport's name to honor the recently retired head coach of the Spurs. Pop retired 2 weeks ago after health concerns kept him out of most of the season, but he'll be remembered much longer by the Spurs faithful. Garrett Berger went to see if people like this name change.
Greg Popovich International Airport. It has a certain ring to it. 5 rings, in fact. And there are plenty of people who wouldn't mind flying out of an airport named for the NBA's all-time win leader.
100% my support, and Jefe deserves the recognition.
I think that would be awesome because he's a great guy. I'm 40 now, so he's kind of been throughout my life, the Spurs coach.
It's good because I represent my city.
He's a great guy. He's a good coach. I mean, we won some championships, so might as well give it to him.
Yes.
The name change is a suggestion by outgoing Councilman Manny Pelaez, who says the airport's an international-facing asset for the city.
If Greg Popovich has done anything, it's that he's really made the San Antonio Spurs and San Antonio a household name in other countries all over the world.
Not everyone sees a need.
I think San Antonio International Airport suits it just well.
Or has other suggestions.
I think it's a bad idea. Why name it after me? What about Red McComb? He's done good, right?
And there was a surprising number of people who weren't prepared for this pop quiz in the first place.
Greg Popovich? Who's that?
I'm not really sure who Greg is, honestly.
We're new to San Antonio, so I'm not familiar with the coach person, but if he's a big deal, sure. I mean, it's not a problem.
Pelaez has asked the name change be considered at the next governance committee meeting. That could be after at least 5 new faces join the council following next month's runoff. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Okay, so if you're looking to adopt a new cat or dog, well, you're in luck because happening right now, San Antonio Pets Alive is hosting Paws in the Park to help clear the shelters. Our Devin is out there right now, and you are not looking for a pet, but has a pet found you, Devin?
I would say that they certainly have, Patty. It's kind of like a magnet. Like all you have to do is stick out your hand here and all of a sudden, boom, there's 3, 4, 5 dogs ready to come up to you, give you some love and care. and maybe even find some new owners. I'm over here with Christy from San Antonio Pets Alive. Good morning. You mind introducing yourself?
Yes, my name is Christy Ward, and I'm the Director of Marketing and Events for San Antonio Pets Alive.
Awesome. Okay, so Christy, what's going on out here this morning?
So this is our inaugural Paws in the Park. This is our first year. We plan to do this every year. We're just out here bringing more awareness to who we are and what we do. So we're a nonprofit animal rescue. We have so many adoptable pets here. If you want to take them for a walk, it's a $25 donation and you get a free t-shirt. It's a free, family-friendly, fun event. And we have some entertainment, mariachis, demonstrations, Sparky, and somebody from Spurs is supposed to be here. He kind of barks a little bit sometimes, I don't know. But we hope to see everyone out here. So come join us. It's such a fun time. We have tons of vendors for you to shop from. And we're just so glad everyone's here. It's a little humid, but there's so much shade, so don't worry about that. We got plenty of water. Just bring your butts over here.
We're making it work.
Yeah.
We're making it work.
Yeah.
Okay, Christy, I'm going to ask us to step this way a little bit just so you can see some of the pups over here that are available for adoption, available for some of that love here. So first off, why do you think it's so important right now that people come out to support an event like this? Especially, we're starting to get into the summer months. There's going to be a lot of pups who are going to need some good homes.
Yes, most definitely. As everyone is aware, we do have a problem with a lot of unhoused animals on the streets. So our mission is to save as many lives as we can, bring awareness to it, and it takes a community. So it's not just, being out there and, saying what should and should not happen. Let's come together as a community and bring awareness to us. You can foster for us, adopt for us. There's plenty of ways to help.
And I see, there's a lot of cute, adorable animals that are here for adoption today, but I've seen a lot of pet owners too, just bringing out some of their pups. It's like a big interactive dog park here, right?
And it's so cute. Some of them are dressed up for the puppy costume contest, so that's exciting. It's a fiesta theme one. You guys already got Jazzy the Duchess, so it's so cute. Yes, and we got Canes, TrueFit, therapy animals, tons of vendors, and it's an amazing day, and we couldn't have wished for better weather. So as long as it stays over cloud, right?
Yeah,
is what you
fingers
say.
crossed.
Yes,
fingers crossed.
it's
right?
good. It's perfect.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for being here with us this morning, Christy.
Yes,
we
of
appreciate
course.
it. If you guys are curious about showing up to Paws in the Park, we're going to be pulling up a graphic here. This is going on at the Almost Basin Park. Kicked off at 7:30. It's going to be going on till about 11 a.m. Right? Awesome. It should be good. Feel free to come out by yourself with a four-legged friend. Maybe even find a new member of the family while you're here. Should be a pretty good time. We're going to be out for the rest of the morning here on GMSA, bringing you some of the best of the furry crowd out here. But for now, I'll send it back to y'all. Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
All right, thanks, Devin. Hey there, good morning, Converse. Your time right now, 8:39, 79 degrees this Saturday. Our friends at KSAT spent the day at the golf course yesterday morning. We'll show you why just ahead. A breakthrough in Alzheimer's diagnosis. The FDA has approved a new blood test to detect the disease. Find out how it works and what it means for millions living with the disease.
And taking a look outside with live cam, it's definitely going to be a humid morning, specifically for areas of San Antonio, but we have more rain coming on the way, plus a high pressure giving us that heat dome. I'll break it all down for you coming up after the break.
Time right now, 8:43. In this morning's headlines, the FDA has just approved the first blood test to help diagnose Alzheimer's disease in adults 55 and older showing symptoms. This test checks for two proteins in the blood linked to amyloid plaques in the brain. A key sign of the disease, doctors usually use a combination of medical history and expensive brain scans to make a diagnosis. The FDA notes that this new test's results should be considered alongside other clinical information. Maybe it's time to reconsider the old adage, never go to bed angry. Health experts say trying to sort things out right before bed can actually lead to quick, unhelpful discussions and even keep you awake longer, making it harder to control your emotions. Instead, a good night's sleep can help you think more clearly and communicate better later. If you're too angry to sleep, try setting a time to talk it out later. You can also meditate, journal, or do some breathing exercises to help you calm down. Hey there, good morning, Shirts. Your time right now, 8:44, 79 degrees out there. The Rock and La Cantera getting ready for summer with a series of concerts. We have a link to the lineup after the break. And taking a live look right now at 1604 and Northwest Military Highway. You see construction impact right there. This is the road that leads to that 1604 and I-10. The closures we've been telling you about this morning. If that is your commute this morning, find an alternate route to avoid traffic. We'll be right back. All right, get ready for summer. It sure feels like it out there. The Rock at La Cantera is hosting Taste of Summer, a concert series featuring 4 amazing headliners in June. Scan the QR code right there on your screen for a full lineup of the performance. Starting in June 7th through the 18th, general admission is free, but there are some VIP options that are available. It sure feels like summer arrived early, Shelby.
Yes, very much so. And this is actually the earliest we've seen triple digits heat so far in San Antonio. Now, some areas did see about 100 degrees back in February, but San Antonio only got to 90. So it's definitely feeling like summer, and that heat's going to continue over the next few days, sadly. But there is some good news. We are tracking some changes next week, midweek, looking about Tuesday night into Wednesday morning with the cold front. But we have to get there. We have to get through the chances of rain today for the hill country and near the Texas-Mexico border. And we have to get through the hot and humid weekend for most of us here in San Antonio. And just take a look outside. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be summer, but we're definitely feeling like summer later this afternoon. Still seeing a little bit of that lowering of the cloud coverage this morning. 79 degrees here in San Antonio. Feels like 82 already this morning. And most of us sitting in those 70s to 80s. 80 degrees over in Poteet, 80 degrees in Rio Medina, 77 degrees in Comfort and Bernie already. And once again, it's going to be on the warmer side, and we have a few weather makers. Now, the first one, that's that low pressure system currently now over the Great Lakes, but that's been bringing some 60-degree temperature changes for areas of Minnesota near Minneapolis, Duluth, and even getting into Grand Forks, North Dakota. And that's where some areas saw that heavy downpour and even that tornado outbreak in the northern part of the country. But for us, we have a high pressure system just in areas of the Gulf, and it's just really sitting there, allowing temperatures to be on the warmer side in the 80s. And that's also allowing for some thunderstorms that were in the upper portion of the Midwest to just go around it, now going into areas of Florida. But it's given us a little bit of a heat dome over the last few days, and that high pressure system finally leaves in areas of Florida, but it's still just sitting in areas of the Gulf, and that's going to continue to be the story until we get to about Monday. We have another low pressure system currently going to move over the Rockies Monday morning. That's going to continue to go through the central portion of the country. But that high pressure system, all of that warm air is finally going to leave Monday night into Tuesday morning, because that low pressure system in the northern portion of the country, we have that nice big trough going through, and that's going to allow some cooler air, not necessarily cold air, but definitely cooler air into areas of San Antonio as we get to Tuesday. We're talking about maybe temperatures in the 60s for the mornings, having our peak temperatures in the 80s. So it's definitely going to be warmer, and that low pressure system, another main thing it's going to do is it's going to give us a little bit of a few days of a northerly flow for those winds, allowing for some of that cooler air to finally make its way into San Antonio already by Thursday evening, seeing those winds on the northerly side. But once again, temperatures still going to be on the warmer side through the next few days. Even after that cold front comes through, we're still going to be in those 80s for some areas. 89 degrees Thursday afternoon for your peak temperature. Some areas still staying in those 90s, but over until then, temperatures still staying in those 90s, even having a potential for triple digit heat expected or near triple digit heat on Monday and Tuesday for areas of San Antonio. And this, so far, we haven't had too many 100 degrees days. We've only had 2 so far in 2025, but the most 100 degree days we've had in a year is 75, and that was set back in 2023. So we are approaching summer, and we do have the NOAA climate change prediction for the potential for what summer can bring. And so far, it's not looking good. We're expecting temperatures to be above average, and we're already above average. But we're going to, Patty, continue to be on the warmer trend, sadly.
The concerning thing is that there is very little chance of rain, which we're going to need.
Yes, we've been on the 3-year drought, over 1,300 days of just drought conditions in Texas.
All right, thanks so much, Shelby. Hey there, good morning, New Braunfels. Your time right now, 8:52, 72 degrees out there. Well, Military City, USA, coming together to honor our fallen veterans. Find out how San Antonio stepped it up for this upcoming Memorial Day. Time right now, 8:54. You heard the call and you answered it in a big way. We told you about the group Flags for Fallen Vets and their need for volunteers this Memorial Day. And since then, they've gotten all the help they need to place the flags at the 180,000 graves in Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery. A huge thank you for your support in honoring those who protect our freedom. This is a warm reminder that San Antonio truly is Military City, USA. Carry the Load, a nonprofit that honors fallen military and first responders, is hosting its annual Memorial May Walk tomorrow. Each year, thousands of people join Carry the Load events across the country for this event. If you're interested in participating, they are meeting at La Quinta Inn and Suites by Wynnum, San Antonio Riverwalk from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. From there, the walk will go to the VFW Post 76 till 11 a.m. until the event ends at 1 a.m. Fresh Start Surgical Gifts is offering free reconstructive surgery for infants, children, and teens. The nonprofit's mission is to transform the lives of children with physical defects caused by birth, accident, abuse, or disease. The life-changing surgeries are performed by volunteer medical professionals, ensuring high-quality care. Applications for surgeries can be submitted through the Fresh Start Surgical Gifts website or visit ksatcommunity.com for more information. Well, Whataburger is set to give a handful of customers some serious freebies. On May 28th, also known as National Burger Day, every customer who buys a number 1 through number 8 meal will be entered into a sweepstake. 75 of those lucky customers will get a tasty surprise, a free Whataburger meal or product once a month for a year. That could be a free burger, breakfast item, small shake, or a whole host of other Whataburger faves. Head on over to KSAT.com for a look at the freebies you can win. Hey there, good morning, St. Hedwig and Atkins. Your time right now is 8:57. A bill making its way through the Texas legislature could lower the interest rate for child support payments. Still ahead, we'll hear from those who are in support and the backlash it's also facing. For every bill that reaches the governor's desk, dozens get stuck in legislative limbo. House Bill 2587 was voted down last night after a challenge how it could be brought back as an amendment.